Hey guys, want to talk about this game after we beat Burnley 1-0. I was watching the Mark Goldbridge, and he's basically saying that we played shit. I thought we actually played pretty well. I thought that Rashford and the forwarders actually did what they were supposed to do. They tracked back. Um, I think we should have easily won this game 2 or 3-0. Burnley looked okay on the ball. Dent never looked like they were going to do anything. Had a couple chances, but they just never looked like they were going to score. I thought we controlled the game, even though they had more of the ball. I thought what type of team he had to pull out. I think we played well. I think people need to give some respect to Johnny Evans. I think he had a man of a man match type of performance. He should have scored. I mean, if it just depends. I guess whoever the VAR person is decide who's going to actually be, whether it's a goal or not. Um, Looked like to me that the keeper pushed Rashman out of the game, and he wasn't in position when the ball went. So it's okay, whatever. Uh, if that's the case, then the City goal a couple weeks ago should not counted as well. But it's all human error when it comes to VAR. It's not when you talk about offsides and you use the lines and they come back and say you're offsides by a millimeter. I can somewhat okay with that. I still think you should still give more to the offensive side. If you're off by a toenail, that's bullshit. It should be a goal. However, at least that's black and white normally. Sometimes they screw it up, but when you're talking about the VAR and it's subjective, like the handball that we didn't get against Spurs and the handball that we gave away against Brighton, it's like or Bayern Munich. That's all subjective. So that's why VAR shouldn't be on that position. All they should be in is where the ball goes over the line when it's a goal. You can look like the issue that we had against Brighton that they didn't give us the goal, which should have been Hoyland's first goal. I have no problem with that, but I don't think it was clear and obvious. So it is what it is. I'm just going to go through my man of the match. I'm just going to say this: I have no idea because it looks like to me that Reguilon is done. I think he's probably done for his entire loan now. We only have until January. This is what it's almost October. Looks like a hamstring to me. Hopefully, it's not as bad as some of the other guys, but this is 4 to 12 weeks type shit. So he's done. He's gone, and you can't really blame him because he's the one who's been playing that position and he plays it 100%. You know he and this would happen sometimes. So we're gonna have to figure that out as well. It can't be Amberbat. He cannot play that position. He almost gave the game away. I mean, he can't play that position. So I'm assuming that if somehow Martinez can come back, but there's an issue with him. When your feet never gets healed, it's very difficult, and this might be something that really bothers him for the rest of his career. It's unfortunate. They can shoot him up so he can't feel it, but I remember in the old days, this guy named Bill Walton, who was NBA white guy, great player, great passer, but his feet just failed him, and he never became. I think he's still in the Hall of Fame, but he never became the transition or the transcendent um, center, and he was like before European players came over. He was kind of like that, and people forget how great he was. And he helped. He got a championship with us with the Celtics in '86. But he also won with Portland, and he was the dominant best player in the league that year. And he played at UCLA, which was where he won probably 3 or 4 championships there. But once you get a problem with your foot, it's going to be a problem with him. It really is. The fact that he couldn't play today, you know, hopefully it's not as bad as I think it is. And the fact is, we have nobody to replace anybody out there, and we have no idea. Somebody just told me I'm a Goldbridge hater. Whatever. Whenever you criticize the people that they love online, then you're a hater. So let me go see what's going on here. Okay, let's go through the team as far as man of the match. Uh, Bruno's going to get it probably because he got the goal and he had a decent game, but I'm going to give it to Johnny Evans. I think he was imperious in the back, so I'm giving him a 7. Lindelof was 6.5. Delo 6. Regulon 6.5. Another good performance from him. What game can I watch here? There's 4 on the same. Let's see how if Oregon is still beating up on Colorado. I have no idea what the score is, but people seem to be happy. And we're in Oregon, so this was clearly going to be a big test for them. And Oregon it's 35-0. Okay, it's not shocking, but you saw that in the 3 games that they played. Even though they won all of them, they could have clearly lost all those games. Anyway, that's the back 4. Onana, I'll give him a 7. I think he played well. I don't like the fact at the end of the game when we were in extra time that we were passing it back to him, and I don't like the fact he just hitting the ball up the field. But we got the ball back a couple of times, and so that's fine. The midfield, Casemiro back to his best. I think he was a 7. In a normal game, I probably would have given it to him as far as man of the match, but I got to give it to Evans. Sorry, I have to because everybody was slating him because he was in this game in this team, so he has to be man of the match for me, and it just shows what class really is. Don't matter, we had a guy when we were really really good, was a French dude. What the fuck is his name? And he's also a good coach too. Oh, it's just pissing me off because I can see his face. And he came in and played when he was that age. Slow, but he know what he was supposed to do. I'm not saying Evans at the same level as that dude, but they're close. So, Brave Mailery, another guy that possibly get man of a match. He was everywhere. It's showing how Eriksson is hurting us in the midfield. He was there, even though Burnley had a lot of the ball, but he was everywhere. He's a 7 for me. McTominay 6. I think he was steady. He got involved. Was very physical. He tracked back. Most players did, and I got to give him credit for doing that. My issue is that we waited and waited to substitute. We only substituted until only when Reguilon got hurt. At that point, I think nobody was going to get off. I think maybe I don't even think anybody would have came off because Johnny Evans had to come off in the end of the game. We don't know what that is. He might be out. So that's when they're bringing Acrobat, and then we brought that was for when Evans got whatever happened to him. He came off, and then Reguilon got hurt, and we brought in who did we bring in? We only bring in 2 people, and I'm forgetting who it was. Because Acrobat went to Reguilon's position. Maybe that's the only person we brought on. Maybe that was. No, that's not right. We had because right, Varane came in, and Varane was fine. He was a 6. So Varane came in after that for Reguilon, but he just moved to there, and then okay, and then Delo went to the other side. So Rashford was a 6. He actually passed the ball a couple times. He wasn't complaining. He wasn't being saying things or whatever. And probably him and Rashford Hoyland should have scored a couple. They're both a 6. Bruno was a 7 because he scored. What does that leave? I think that's it. Onana was a 6. Yeah, I think that overall Varane was a 6. But I got to give to Evans, and I think he deserves it. Great goal by Bruno, but I got to give it to Evans. So let me know what you think below. Do you think we have nobody now to play Luke Shaw's position now? We have no idea when Malacia is going to come back. We have no idea when Shaw is going to come back. It looks like Reguilon's hurt. So we're going to have, and I don't know and it's Wan-Bissaka's out for 8 weeks. we're fucked. So we're going to have to go get guys from the youth team. I can't believe that Aprobat's going to play there. Lindelof can play out there, but he's too slow. So I think we might actually see some guys from the youth team come up and play that position. Hopefully, what Reguilon felt was just a tinge, and maybe he can come back. I'm not going to see it. I think that that's a big loss for us because I think he's played really well. Well, it's a win, and we can move on. We're in 8th. Again, I never thought we were going to lose this game, and I never thought we are going to be relegated. So we just keep moving. And I think that we actually played okay, even though Burnley had a lot of the ball. I think that when we had the ball, we controlled it. It's one of those weird games that you give up a lot of control, a lot of possession, but I think we controlled the game for the most part. Okay, you guys, let me go. I'm going to watch the rest of the football today. Florida State won today. I was watching it with another of my Florida State things because last time we beat Clemson was like 2013. There in their place where I was playing, I was actually wearing a thing from back then, and we were losing 24-17. I went downstairs, got this one, our national championship game for that same year. Come back in, and we get a sack and a run back for a touchdown, and then somehow we win the game. So I'm happy. So overall, a good day for everybody. I just worry that we're going to have nobody out there, and we're going to have to have some weird kind of, maybe Mabry can play out there. I don't know. I don't know well enough about the youth team to figure out who can actually come up and stand up. If there's anybody that's a free agent that can come in, I don't know. I'm kind of shocked by that. I'm just looking at all the college scoreboard stuff. Yeah, Duke is the best. Oh, good. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Good day. Hopefully these are not bad problems for us injury-wise. But you guys have a good day.